The following program is brought to you by His Productions.
You talk about contenders, one team certainly in the forefront, none other than the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Jim the Anvil Neihart.
There are no other teams.
Yeah, pretty boy.
The time has come. The time is here. It's now. It's the foundation. We've already smashed out and disintegrated the little killer bees. That was easy, right, Hitman? And now, oh, it was easy. It was a piece of cake. And now, the little British pups.
Bulldog.
Pups. Pipsqueaks. Pups. Foreigners. Nobody messes with the foundation, and the time has come. Right, Hitman? But else
Yes.
soon.
Hitman, I'm talking about
Yes.
hairstyles. Let me ask you, and I know it seems every time you go to the ring, a lot of the fans begin to chant and refer to you as Greaseball. Does that upset you at all?
What does that got to do with anything? It's
Just
just
a
nobody's
question.
business what's in my hair. It doesn't matter. We're talking about winners here. We're talking about winning. You're talking about a philosophy of wrestling. You're looking at the greatest team of professional wrestling. And the Bulldogs, you're in trouble. You're running against the Anvil and the Hitman. Strength and skill.
There is no
Run
doubt about it,
silent,
wrestling
run
fans. One of the leading contenders for the Tag Team Championship here in the World Wrestling Federation, the Hart Foundation.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Totally Unnecessary Wrestling Podcast. I am Cody James, and as always with your co-host.
I'm Kevin Porter. What's up, Cody? I'm here to talk about professional wrestling, and boy, what a week of professional wrestling it was. Cody James, how are you?
So how was your little Defy thing?
Oh my gosh, is that what we're starting off with? Man, that was
Well, yeah, I might as well start off with something
dream
interesting.
come true, Cody James. This was a dream come true. Now, man, I just gotta say, first off, the people at Defy, nothing but 100% class. All the way, took care of us. So, as you know, I traveled across the state to the city known as Seattle, and we rolled up upon Washington Hall, and I'm with Eric, which you know Eric, and our good friend Jason, and so we get to the venue, and they're doing the will call, and they're going through the line, and so we get up there, and, you know, our good friend Eric, he is in a wheelchair, so I'm asking them, hey, because it's just like, you know, a normal hall, you know, it's like the building was built in like 1935, so they have accommodations, but you have to ask for it, because the main entrance is up some stairs.
You better assume to get him to make him more wheelchair accessible.
It said on their website that they have handicap accessibility, so the guy was really cool about it, and they were able to open the door that allowed us to get down there so we could utilize the elevator, right? So we get in the elevator, right? And we got to go in because, okay, so they have like a VIP meet and greet prior to the doors opening. And so, like, we're standing in line, like, probably about half an hour before the doors actually open. But they let us in, like, you know, a couple minutes early and stuff. So, like, when we came up the elevator and, like, we went to the main floor where the show was going to be, we, like, went through, and it was straight through the entrance where, like, the wrestlers go through. So it was, like, the gorilla position. So it's just like, oh my God. Oh, my. Like, I'm like, because in Jason and Eric, you know, they're not really wrestling fans or anything, but,
So
like,
I don't give a shit,
but I'm like, you know, I'm fucking marking out, bro. Like, just that, dude. And like, so I
out
go
like Mark
in,
Wahlberg.
I see fucking Brody King and fucking Davey Havoc, or fucking Jimmy Havoc, Davey Havoc, fucking Jimmy Havoc, like across the way at their merch table, dude. And like, I'm just like, you know, like, oh my gosh, like it was awesome, dude. I ended up buying a T-shirt from Brody King. He was a way nice guy. Dude, our seats were so sweet. Like, we were sitting kind of like in the off like hard camera, you know, on the hard camera side, and we saw the Mustache Mountain, Tyler Bate and Trent Seven. Dude, have you seen much of these guys? Have you watched any of their matches?
No.
Dude. I wasn't like really too well versed either, because, you know, I just, like, you know, I've seen like, you know, the Pete Dunne Tyler Bate match at, like, what it was like the NXT like Chicago last year was like, you know, match of the year WWE wise, like in terms of like main. Anyway,
Now, who is Tyler Bates? Is he the same one as the guy from Halloween?
It's British Strong Style, dude. They're the guys that won the UK championship, the UK tournament.
I believe the guy who played Michael Myers in the remake, the 2 remakes. I believe he's a wrestler.
Dude, Tyler Bate is like my size, dude. Like he's like I'm as tall as all these guys
because he's like almost 7 feet tall.
Yeah, no, these dudes are like 5'7", 8'9", in there 5'10" maybe on a good day. But yeah, dude, our seats were just like dead on, dude. So like we're watching it all the way up to the intermission, dude. We were able to step outside for a smoke break. Outside for a few moments. We come back from the intermission and shit, and so we were like, oh, let's go sit up on the balcony, because they had a balcony, it's a beautiful, beautiful building. And so we're sitting up there in the balcony, and just like the way the room travels in this, dude, or the sound travels in this room, it was really easy to like just say shit and get shit going. Like, well, so the you ever heard of professional? Wow. You heard of PWG, man? Like, okay, so the main world champion of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla currently is this dude named Walter, and he's also the Progress world champion. So he comes out, and he's facing this dude named Shaft, and Shaft's this dude. He's like a local wrestler. So he's like Rhino. He looks like fucking Rhino, dude. So like, they get in the ring, and everybody's pretty like 50-50 on him. Like it was pretty, but Shaft still got up a straight, like a babyface fucking hometown pop. Yeah. And so anyway, freaking Walter gets in there and they start wrestling, and as soon as he gets his first hold, I'm like, boo! I'm like really loud about it, dude. I'm like right there, dude, standing over the ring. I'm like, boo! And then I hear everybody, boo! And like, it's not everybody, but we got definitely a good boo, good boo section going for this guy. And so like, we're doing that, and that's a lot of fun, dude. And at the very end, there's this one ref that throughout the whole night, dude, for some reason, the crowd just hated him, dude. And everybody's just booing the shit every time the ref came out. Hit him with an egg? He was the heel ref, dude.
Did he get hit with an egg?
Well, the main event, dude, was Pete Dunne versus Brody King, dude. Match of the night, 100%, dude. So Pete Dunne's like knowing that knowing that the crowd is way hot for this stupid ref and shit. So like he plays into using the ref and stuff in the match and stuff. So everybody's like booing the ref still. Well, at the very end, Pete Dunne fucking lays a pedigree on him. On the referee at the very end, right? So that's the end of the show and shit, because Pete Dunne's a babyface, man. And like so everybody's leaving and stuff, and like the refs getting out of the ring and like walking to the back, and so like I'm just like, you deserved it, and like then all of a sudden, dude, I was just saying it because like I was having a good time, and I just hear the whole entire like freaking crowd just, you deserved it, and like I was like, it lasted for a few seconds, but it was awesome, dude. I was like, I fucking started that, holy shit, dude, like that was 2 things I started that night, and it was fucking awesome. You deserved it. Walter got booed because of my strong influence there. But yeah, hey man, sorry to go long-winded on that, but dude, it was a great event. Honestly, Defy all the way, man. Yeah, favorite promotion.
That's probably the most focus will be on wrestling this entire podcast.
Yeah, it was like, well, now we got to talk about Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Coleslaw.
Well, we kicked off,
and people are all going, oh yeah, we need Renee on the announcer.
Oh man, yeah, you want to start there? Yeah, so they announced that Renee Young was gonna do commentary this week,
and I'm just like,
I listened. I don't know. I don't think she did a bad job or anything. I think she was very. I don't think that she's. I don't know. I don't want to see her be there just because she's a woman, and it has to be a woman. I want to see there because of her talent. I've always liked Renee Young. I've always enjoyed her work, dude.
I like Renee Young too, but she needs to stay to
the backstage. Well, you gotta think, man. It's her first.
What is it called? The pre-show.
Oh, the kickoff show.
Yeah, the kickoff.
The pre-show. No, you're right. It's the fucking pre-show. Nah, man, she's gotta work her way up, dude, and she has. She's definitely put the work in, and I'm just, I'm happy to see it, dude.
I just didn't care.
I'd rather see her than freaking Jonathan Coachman, dude. Jonathan Coachman sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, like he's a negative 100, and she's like a negative 98.
It's not that much better in your book.
Then again, Cole and Corey Graves are pretty awful too. So I mean, like.
Corey Graves is definitely is oversaturated on the market, man. He's spread way too much across WWE program. Michael Cole is just It's just a tool of WWE. So, I mean, they do their jobs well. I mean, that's a high stress fucking situation.
Most of the time when I ask you, you go, "Oh, I wasn't even listening."
I don't listen to it. Well, because you just don't pay attention to it. But I'm just saying, like, if I was a kid, man, I suppose I could deal with it. Maybe I don't know. It's kind of weird thinking about that. You know, being a kid now watching professional wrestling and like.
If I was a kid now watching professional wrestling, I'd be like, "What do people watch this?"
But so we kicked off Monday Night Raw with Ronda Rousey coming out and announcing that in 6 days her shot at history becomes reality against Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship.
I think it may be her first real loss.
You think she's gonna job out? You don't think Bliss is gonna do the 1, 2, 3 or the tap out?
Shenanigans. I'm telling you, she's a backstage Shawn Michaels.
As it's become ever apparent since I've started doing this podcast, Cody, you are very smart when it comes to the way WWE is going to book their talent. So I'm going to have to.
I kind of get the feeling that she's a bit of a Shawn Michaels behind the scenes. Kind of a. I just miss man. I don't even do this anymore.
Who, Ronda Rousey?
No.
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Think she's a bitch? Is that what you're calling? Get the hands. Maybe
50-50 like the booking.
Well, we saw Rousey address the news from earlier in the day that being the death of the legendary Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Very unfortunate, to kind of see that happen this past Monday. I was waking up. No, I was at work already, and it was like freaking 8 o'clock in the morning. I was literally typing it out to you, dude. I was texting you on Messenger. And then you messaged me within minutes. You're like, fucking Jim the Anvil Neidhart's dead. I'm like, fuck.
Had he been doing anything lately? Or
huh?
Had he been doing anything lately?
I mean, he's pretty much fucking retired. I mean, he got busted for drugs back in like 2010 or something. He had like a drug incident of some kind.
So he's just been doing drugs since the 80s?
He's been doing hella drugs. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he was doing drugs recently. Apparently, he has Alzheimer's. He was battling Alzheimer's. So that was. They think that he had a seizure and he just dropped.
That's one of the things you have to worry about when you have Alzheimer's. But
yeah. Well, it's unfortunate, man. I mean, I was a fan. I was always a fan of the Hart Foundation as a child. Especially that '97 run, dude. Fucking, I was like. As a kid, looking back, I look at 97 WWF that summer as like one of the most fondest memories. Like that run up to like SummerSlam 97.
I loved when Bret Hart came out.
Undertaker, dude, for the world title. Oh, it's the best.
I loved when Bret came out and he was like, "I'm fucking sick of this bullshit."
I love that shit, dude. That was like, we were like, oh, wow. Oh, man. They went to 2 hours and stuff, dude. Like they got the Warzone set. Stone Cold was on the rise, dude. Brian Pillman was there.
Well, I think it's hilarious because like I'm not entirely sure if that was a work or a shoot or. But he was pretty pissed and he didn't usually like lose his cool or anything.
I'm pretty sure that's all. I mean, it was all planned, dude.
And then people want to go,
push me, Vince.
I hate Bret Hart. He's so vanilla.
I love Bret Hart. Dude.
Really?
No way, man. Bret Hart's like the fucking best there is. But as a kid, I loved
Bret
Shawn
Hart
Michaels.
was a chameleon. He could do anything.
Dude, yeah. Shawn Michaels was my favorite as a kid.
Did you see Stone Cold going out there being like, "I'm fucking sick of this shit." Like he was always,
"I'm fucking sick of this shit."
Like he was the one who was always like considered the the guy who would cuss and everything. But
yeah.
Did he ever say that on TV? No.
I don't know. I dude, yeah. It's unfortunate that, Jim the Anvil Neidhart is dead at 63, but...
Yeah, they showed a picture online or something, and it was Brett, Davey Boy, Owen...
yeah, they're all dead, dude.
Neidhart and Brian Pillman?
Brian Pillman. Well, it was that summer of 97,
dude. They were
all
dead.
Yeah. Dude, I know for the longest time it was only the Anvil and Brett, but now it's now
for the two that started it.
Yep.
They're the two that started the Hart Foundation.
Fuck yeah, they were. So
moving on.
Moving on, man.
There was some match between Ember Moon.
Yeah, there was some match. Yeah, you could definitely say that.
It was something, all right.
Yeah, so we saw obviously with Natalya having to go home due to unforeseen circumstances. We see her replacement in Ember Moon joining Ronda Rousey ringside.
Which makes you wonder, like, didn't they just bring her over? Shouldn't they be pushing Ember Moon?
she's back up, dude. She
was the champion in NXT before she left. Like she dropped the title to I can't remember her name.
I'm so high right now.
Well, I can't remember her name, but she's
Shayna Baszler. It's Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler. She dropped the title to her, and then comes over to be a replacement.
Yeah.
Like this
well, it's good. It's
this is why they have like two people that they can push in the WWE, and then go, but we got no one else we can push.
It's because they don't build anybody up.
Well, yeah. The only thing they do is they throw them into the toilet and say, "Here, try to swim out."
Hey, doggy paddle, motherfucker. Doggy paddle.
All right, next segment.
Yeah. So anyway, we saw basically.
Did Ember Moon even win?
Yeah, that's what I'm bringing up here. Moon defeated Bliss with a C+ average from your Bleacher Report. So the analysis is average match. Hopefully we see the title change on Sunday. I'm just gonna,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I know. It's like I was saying earlier. I'm inclined to follow you, but
I'd
like to see Ronda Rousey take it.
It's not gonna happen because they're going to do it at Evolution or Revolution or Devolution, or whatever the hell they're calling it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they held it off. But it just sucks, It just sucks because SummerSlam is supposed to be this huge, culmination. I don't know. It's just
and it's like
it's not. It's never I don't know. Sometimes the matches are better on a SummerSlam card compared to a WrestleMania card. But I don't know. So going into our next match, we saw Baron Corbin defeat Tyler Breeze with another average fucking match here. Great to see Tyler Breeze on Monday Night Raw,
he supposedly picked this match too. It was like Baron Corbin picked his opponent. During this match.
Tyler Breeze is suspected to be easy meat, I suppose, on the roster. Man, he's a solid main event, featured act. He's a featured act on the show main event. he's on the C show, bro.
Yeah.
But good to see him on the main show, man. I love Tyler Breeze, and hey, somebody had to take the job. I'm glad it was Tyler Breeze, man.
They've settled him with his gimmick and. It's like, well, here's your gimmick, and your gimmick overshadows anything you might be able to do in the ring, and oh yeah, have a good time with that because you'll be getting no money from T-shirt sales and no money from decent matches. So have fun with that.
Finn Balor and Braun Strowman took on Jinder Mahal and Kevin Owens. It's got solid B grade. We saw Balor and Strowman defeat Mahal and Owens. Makes sense, two single matches teaming up together to take on each other the week before the pay-per-view. We've seen this before. It's predictable booking.
For years.
We've been seeing this for years, Vince.
And no, what they do is, okay, we got tag teams. What do we do? Singles matches, alternating each week. One of them wins, the other team wins.
How are we going to build those singles matches? Tag team matches, Vince. Tag team matches.
I mean, why do they even pay these people? Aren't these mostly people who got fired from the 30 different soap opera or shows that there used to be, and now there's like 2?
Bobby Lashley took on Ricky Roberts, which seems to be the riff. They were in North Carolina this last week, so it's an ode to the Rock and Roll Express. I don't know. Got a solid C- grade. So far, outside of the opening segment with Ronda Rousey, Raw's been a pretty average show for this week. Which is concerning considering it's the lead into one of your biggest pay-per-views of the year. Come on.
Well, yeah, it's one of the key pay-per-views.
We saw a triple threat match for. I'm not even gonna. I mean, what's to talk about? Do you really want to talk about Bobby Lashley and Elias? I mean, and we're gonna see Elias come out and be like, "Hey, I'll play my guitar," and then Bobby Lashley's. We're gonna see the same thing that we've been seeing the last month.
Well, he get over and stuff, and he pretty much is over, but they don't give him anything.
Elias?
So eventually, he's just gonna be like, "Well,
he had that match against Seth, and which I was hoping they were gonna give the title to him then, but they never do that. They never do that.
I mean, come on, Vince.
I have the worst track record.
Vince, we spent our years growing up watching Looney Tunes, and we spent our years watching, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, and the Wile E. Coyote failing every week. Do we really need to see this?
It's the same. It's been the same thing for the last 25 years, bro.
Like, wow, he doesn't get to play. Wow. Hey, guess what? He doesn't get to play again. Next week, hey, he doesn't get to play again.
Cody. We saw a triple threat match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The B Team versus the Revival versus the Leechers of the World. Your immediate thoughts?
My immediate thoughts is I went to the bathroom.
Damn! Slinging ice today, Cody. Slinging ice.
Well, come
Slinging
on.
fire.
I mean,
whatever.
it was cool for a second that they won.
Yeah.
And then what'd they follow that up with? A couple rematches with the
B
Deleters
team-
of Worlds.
The B team's getting quite the push right now, that's for sure. Good for them. After all these years of fucking jobbing out.
Well, good for
Good for
them.
them.
But I mean, like, what have they been doing?
Well, they've been fighting the revival. And, man, what's up with fucking Matt Hardy, though, dude? It seems like he's, like, on his retirement tour right now.
I don't know. I'm telling you, I think the Hardys are phoning in the rest of their contract and they're leaving.
Well, shit, we'll get to Jeff Hardy this week against Shelton Benjamin here in a moment, but geez.
Shelton Benjamin's back? Why?
Shelton Benjamin's been back, dude.
Since when?
He's been back, like, the last year. He got announced, like, 2 years ago, but then he, like, broke his collarbone or something.
I know that, but I mean, recently he hasn't been on for a while because he...
Yeah, he was on, like, a month ago. He was doing some shit with, like, Shinsuke. Like, he had a match with Shinsuke and stuff, dude. I'm pretty sure we covered it here on the fucking podcast.
Well, that just goes to show you that Shelton Benjamin is, like, the most forgettable wrestler ever.
We saw Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman outsmart Roman Reigns here.
That was actually a good
By the
piece.
way, the B team defeated the Revival in the Deleter of Worlds. Moving on. Yeah, Brock Lesnar. But what? It's like they gave it away before, like, Sunday, though. Isn't that what was supposed to have played out on Sunday?
Well, no. How are you going to do a long-term double swerve if you don't do the single swerve the week before?
So you're saying it's going to be the double swerve again? He's going to swerve. The swerve's going to come back?
It might. I don't know.
We're not talking about Shane Strickland here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about WWE and the main event of SummerSlam here on the Totally Unnecessary Wrestling Podcast.
I don't know if it will, but...
No, I get what you mean. You're 100% correct on that. That's good. That's a good analogy on that.
And even if they don't, they're still going to have, 15 F5s, a few
Couple
hundred...
spears.
A few hundred suplexes.
Suplex.
A fake out where he goes for the Superman punch, but he misses and he gets suplexed, and perhaps another suplexes and some fake out pin attempts. And
Damn, dude, you call it a play-by-play, dude. Shit, dude. You're gonna take Michael Cole's job, bro. Like, predictable.
well, Michael Cole's job needs to go.
They need a totally different approach.
Well, they had someone good, and then they allowed JBL to basically bully him out.
Oh God, I don't like JBL, dude. I don't like
I
him.
didn't really care for him to begin with. I kind of liked him as a part of the AOA or whatever.
APA.
There you go.
Yeah.
And mostly because of Farouk.
Yeah, Ron Simmons. Hell yeah.
He was cool.
I always like the Dominator, dude. Like when he did the Dominator, he's like, boom! Like,
Yeah, and
smack pancakes him on the ground, dude. I love that move, dude.
And I'd like when they'd be backstage and all they do is just drink and play card games.
It was always fun,
and
dude.
then they'd have the women lose and all that stuff.
It was good times back in 2000, man. No, I like JBL like when he first like had that commentary run in like 2007. When like he first like semi-retired or whatever, he did that run on SmackDown with Michael Cole.
Yeah.
And that was good. But then like when he came back in like 2012, whenever the hell that fucking was, I don't know. I prefer Booker T, man. If I'm gonna just select a veteran wrestler, I'm gonna take Booker T every day, dude. I love Booker T.
Ducky, man.
I love
Shucky
Booker T,
Ducky.
dude. He's a fucking Hall of Famer, man.
Five time.
I love, dude.
World champion.
I remember watching the end of WCW. That seriously was the only highlight was Booker T.
Yeah.
Dude, Booker T was badass. That end of that WCW run was pretty bad, but dude, watching Booker T feud with like Scott Steiner, dude, fuck that, man. I love that shit, dude. I enjoyed it.
Steiner, that was hilarious.
I love Scott Steiner, dude.
Yeah, but it was hilarious that they gave him a main event push because he was hurting people all the time.
I love that
Like,
shit they did.
He can even
with,
give
like,
a proper
Kevin Nash.
promo with that screwing up all the time. You ain't getting no simpy from me.
Fucking.
You may be getting all the simpy from the back, but you ain't getting no simpy from
What was that faction they had at the very end of WCW? It was like that. It wasn't like
the new blood and...
No, it wasn't that, dude. It was like let me see.
It doesn't
here.
matter.
No, dude, it does matter.
It doesn't matter, man.
It does matter, man. So, I don't know. I guess it really doesn't matter.
To be honest, last year or so, I wasn't paying attention to WCW, and I was kind of surprised when I wasn't even really paying all that much attention to WWF at the time, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I was still hardcore into my WCW, WWE viewing habits back in 2000. But I'm not even fucking seeing. But yeah, they had like a heel faction or whatever towards the end there, and it had like Scott Steiner and like Animal was in it and shit, and like Ric Flair was around, and it was like that very end.
It was always hilarious seeing Animal without fucking Hawk. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking, I'm determined to find this. I hope people like. It's like you type in WCW heel group 2000, New World Order, brother, New World Order.
You need to just look up WCW on Wikipedia and then go to like 2000.
Whoa. It was the magnificent. I can't even say the fucking word. 7, man. Shit, took us like 20 minutes to Google that, but we found it. We found it, Cody.
And everyone's like, okay, who cares?
Are you denying the people are on the edge of their seats?
The
dude.
magnificent 7-Eleven is more magnificent than SD.
That's very true, Cody. It's very true.
I mean, try to tell me that 7-Eleven and AM/PM are not more magnificent.
Dude, back in the day, I loved those cheeseburgers from AM/PM. That was kind of like one of those guilty pleasures.
Yeah, they were kind of foul.
Can't do that anymore. They
were kind of foul, but
Like, I had diarrhea this morning. Thanks, AM/PM. All right, man. Moving on, we saw Bobby Roode and Titus Worldwide versus the Authors of Pain and Mojo Rawley. Cody, again, your immediate thoughts.
What are they doing with any of these groups?
We're gonna put them in a bunch of tag matches, Cody.
Well, I mean, like the Authors of Pain came in, and the same is true of Sanity. You'd think they'd come in and do something. Start beating the crap out of the tag teams, the tag team division, or the tag team champions. Or
Vince took one look at him, dude, and was just like, "Nope."
Pretty much. He was like
main event
card.
Main event. No, dude, they're low card, bro. They're like that's some like Apollo Crews and Titus
I'm
O'Neil.
talking about their ceiling.
Oh man, that's at this point, man, that's giving them a fighting chance, I suppose. Well, we saw Roode and Titus Worldwide defeat the Authors of Pain and Mojo Rawley. Good to see Mojo Rawley and Roode on TV. I don't know. They're not doing shit with Bobby Roode. Kind of unfortunate, but, hopefully we get that heel turn here soon.
We're not.
You think, what are the odds of seeing a Bobby Roode, Mojo Rawley segment this coming Sunday?
Hopefully 0.0%.
Sasha Banks took on Ruby Riott. Good to see Ruby Riott back in the WWE ring. Solid B- effort, which saw Riott defeating Banks. Again, where are we with the Bayley Sasha month 9? The saga continues, man.
Look, this feud is pregnant, and someone needs to give birth already. Do something with it. I mean, it should have been aborted 3 months ago at least. But
it should have ended it a long time ago.
Yeah,
it's
awful.
It's unfortunate that's what they're like. Hey guys, you guys are just gonna wrestle each other all week.
Then we thought it was over. Then we thought it was over, and then they started it up again, and then they ended it again, and now Sasha's on SmackDown.
Sasha's not on SmackDown. She was on Raw this week.
I thought you just said she was on SmackDown.
No, dude, we're still talking about fucking Raw.
Oh my God, it's this.
It's a 3-hour show, bro. We got a 3-hour podcast. Yeah, right? No, this is Monday Night Raw, bro. Sasha Banks defeated Ruby Riott. Or Riott defeated Sasha Banks, dude.
Well, good.
So, there you go.
I'm tired of Sasha Banks and Bayley.
In our main event of the evening on Monday Night Raw this past week, which was the lead-in going into SummerSlam, we saw the Intercontinental Championship contract signing, which was teased throughout the whole night that, somebody's going to be in the corner of Seth Rollins. Well, lo and behold, we saw the return of the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose, Cody. Sporting a new haircut. Looks like he's been hitting the gym. I'm glad to see Dean Ambrose back.
Yeah, but I mean, it just reeks of like typical, this guy's actually kind of over a little bit. How do we ruin him?
I don't think, dude, he just showed back up. How did they ruin him? They haven't ruined him yet. You gotta give him 3 weeks, dude. WWE gets shit down for the first month, remember, and then they shit the bed. So they're gonna shit the bed in like a month. This next month's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but come on, his whole thing was based on his look. like, oh, he's alternative. He's got his hair in his face, kind of like a grungy guy. And
Well, as is evident from the picture in front of me, he probably needed to cut that hair maybe a little bit, just due to Mother Nature taking its course
but
or
it was
whatever.
in his face, and it didn't really
Or Father
matter.
Time taking its course.
It was wet in his face and didn't really matter all that much. Now he looks like one of the bushwhackers.
Maybe it was probably
Now
a
he looks
personal
like,
choice.
Now he looks like one of the bushwhackers or a really generic.
He does kind
Ka
of look like a
wrestler.
bushwhacker.
Or a really generic Ka wrestler. On story mode. Create a wrestler.
I'm gonna make my guy go partially bald.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what Dean Ambrose looks like now.
I don't know. I'm excited to see him back, dude. I'm excited for this feud. There's, a couple things that have kept me excited over the last, couple weeks of wrestling. And, honestly, seeing Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre play it out week after week, I'm solidly ready and anticipated for this match on Sunday.
By the way, I'm curious who will be pissing for Dean Ambrose.
That was your main event on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. So we hop on over to WWE Smackdown. That took place August the 14th.
Something that's the least interesting.
We saw the show kick off with Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Now, this proved to be an average match, and I don't think anybody cares. Cody, your thoughts?
I will just echo what you stated.
Well, here we are.
And I actually like Mandy Rose, so.
I kind of feel we're on the verge of a Charlotte title win this coming Sunday. I feel the story arc is just starting because I think the bigger story here is obviously it's Becky Lynch versus Charlotte, and when Becky Lynch does win the title, it's going to be against
SummerSlam
Charlotte.
before they win. Fuck Charlotte or fuck Becky Lynch.
You think so?
Well, yeah, they gave the fans the hope that we're finally going to do something with Becky for once.
Well, it's a long-term story arc.
No, we're not. We're just gonna throw her to the side and
You don't think?
more Charlotte.
Okay. Well, I'm saying
Come on, everyone. Yeah. Did you read Twitter at all? Everyone on Twitter was like, "This is BS. We wanted Becky. We don't want Becky, Charlotte, and."
Well, everybody, we've echoed that sentiment the last several weeks here, definitely for sure. We'll wave that flag that fuck you WWE for putting Charlotte in this match.
And I mean, do we have to have triple threats and fatal four ways in every pay-per-view now, or?
Well, at least we're not getting the Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura.
The Randy Orton shake my hand contest.
Hey guys, enter a chance to win a groundbreaking event known as shaking Randy Orton's hand. You've seen the RK out of nowhere. Now see this.
Now see the shake Randy Orton's hand out of nowhere.
Hey bro, where's your hand been? It smells like doo-doo.
Smells like Fremunda cheese.
We saw the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Triple Threat, bro. So that was quite another establishing squash match to set up the match of the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers at SummerSlam for the tag titles.
I hope the New Day get powerbombed through a table.
I foresee.
Just stack the two smaller ones on top of each other on the table,
okay,
and then powerbomb Biggie through both of them.
That'd be dope. Fuck you, New Day, bam, dude.
Boom.
Yes, I'm down with it, Cody.
Maybe double stack the tables and put one on each.
Yeah. Oh, that'd hurt even worse. That's what you gotta do, man. See, this is why they need to hire you, man. You have creative value to offer to this company.
Creative value. They want crappy.
Like, sorry, Cody, we can't hire you. We consider ourselves a very crappy writing department, so we can't hire actual talent.
The creative team goes for the lowest common denominator, and they manage to lower the bar every week.
It's an ever-sinking bottom.
Well, they used to call it the Titanic, and I think the Titanic is starting to sink.
Well, we saw on SmackDown Live this week the history of Daniel Bryan and The Miz, man. Honestly, A+ shit all across the board for this.
Yeah, but what did the Bleacher Report give it? An F-?
I gave it an A+, dude.
Oh,
A+.
they actually gave it an A+?
They gave it an A+, man. This is a match I am 100% excited for this coming Sunday. The build-up has been fun. I wish we could have seen a little bit more physicality. Maybe seen these videos play out throughout the whole entire build-up, so that way we had a physical altercation. But I guess, it's nice to see them, fight for the first time this coming Sunday. But
That's probably why they didn't have an altercation, because
Yeah.
they figured it would be more exciting if they held off until SummerSlam.
I suppose I get that. So, but A+
That's
segments
what I'm
all
actually
throughout the night,
interested
man.
in.
But I mean, like last week though, Daniel Bryan got smashed in the head, dude, like by a
He's
pottery plant.
concussed.
Yeah,
He's
like
concussed.
now it's just like, nah, man, my contract's coming up and I haven't signed yet, so we'll see what happens. It's kind of leading up, leading for some interesting moments.
Trust me,
coming up.
he'll be concussed.
We saw the New Day take on Sanity, which New Day defeated Sanity by pinfall. Actually getting a B- grade here from the Bleacher Report. So, maybe we'll see that table spot there, Cody. I don't know.
Better.
Your guess is as good as mine, man.
Maybe Sanity will come out and cost them the match or something.
Again, I wish we could see a Sanity being featured on the main card for SummerSlam this coming weekend, but I guess not everybody can fit on the card, man. We don't even see Gallows. Whatever happened to Gallows and Anderson, man? If there's ever if there's ever two guys that are bound and packed to leave the WWE, it's those two, which is fucking unfortunate, dude. Because I am a
Which
huge
is why they're not
fan
gonna get pushed.
of Gallows and Anderson. Because
Come on, if we push anyone, it's going to overshadow Reigns, and then Reigns is not going to look like the big dog.
Reigns gonna who's gonna protect my you don't have the big dog, who's gonna protect the yard?
Fuck. That was just...
That's great.
Whoever wrote
I
that.
like that line, dude. I thought that line
That
was
line
nice.
should have been in
I
like a
thought
full
it was a
moon
great, I thought it was a great line.
That line should have been in a full moon or a trauma film. I mean, that was bad.
Oh, man. We saw Aiden English versus Andrade Cien Almas. Almas defeating English by pinfall. The wrestling has just been very average across the TV shows this week. So hopefully obviously we have NXT coming up this week. But we have
Well, that'd probably be more exciting.
some exciting matches on. Dude, that's the way it always is. The NXT is way better. We'll talk about NXT once we get through here and get to the our preview for this coming weekend. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing on the kickoff show, Rusev and Lana versus Andre and Selena Vega, I believe her name is. Dude, she's one fine looking lady, one of the finer women on the WWE roster. If I don't say so myself,
Better be careful, man.
better be careful, man.
Yeah, you might have people...
Can't say nice things about people.
Yeah, you can't say nice things about women. You'll be objectifying them.
So in the match in our next encounter, we saw Jeff Hardy take on Shelton Benjamin. Hardy defeating Benjamin by pinfall. It was a sloppy match. You would think that Jeff Hardy, Shelton Benjamin in 2018 would still be a good match, but at least for this one, definitely may have been a phone-in. Not necessarily saying a phone-in, but, definitely not the best of nights.
Kind of a...
I actually got a B- grade on this, but,
Because I heard from other people that the match is kind of...
That's what it was. It wasn't the best of efforts,
Well, then why didn't it get like a C?
Well, I think Bleacher Report, they fucking get paid by WWE, dude. I'm pretty sure.
It kind of seems like it sometimes.
We're going to pay you to get Roman Reigns over for us. Done. Cash that check, son.
I would cash that check.
Cash that check.
Roman Reigns is the best wrestler in the world. Come on now.
So we saw Samoa Joe again uses AJ Styles' wife to taunt him leading up to their main event.
Well, good. I hope
SmackDown
he comes out with
WWE
her
World
face
Championship
on her
match.
crotch. I hope he comes out with her face on her crotch. Like
He's gonna release the
like
centerfold
Rick Rude.
pictures.
Like Rick Rude.
Oh no shit! Yeah, there you
Remember
go.
that?
Yeah,
And
Jake
he's
Roberts.
Screwing around with Jake
Pop,
the Snake
pop,
Records.
pop, pop, dude. AJ Styles is gonna kill, son of a bitch. But I've enjoyed the build here, dude. I'm solidly ready for
Yeah, those are
this
like the
coming
two
Sunday.
matches that are actually going to be good.
I hope the Intercontinental title match is good.
Oh, the Intercontinental title will hopefully be worthwhile.
Exactly, son. So let's go ahead and launch into our preview for this coming
Was that all for
weekend.
this week at SmackDown?
That was the main event, dude. That's how they went off the air, man. Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. So
Still won't main event though.
it's what?
He still won't main event.
He's not gonna.
SummerSlam.
I've learned.
And Vince can say, "Oh, there's 4 main events."
Everybody knows. Everybody
Oh,
knows.
speaking of which, did you hear about CM Punk?
Oh, no shit. Yeah, he's getting fucking sued by Colt Cabana.
Good. I hope he wins. I hope Colt Cabana fucking empties his bank account.
Damn, son, that's cold. Why so much heat for?
Because if you're
For
friends,
CM
if you're
Punk.
friends with someone and the friend invites you onto their podcast and is like, okay, sure, you can say what you want, but if you get in trouble, this is your thing, you know. And then not only that, but you go, oh, don't worry about it, I'll take care of you. And there's like a $500,000 plus, you know, debt that you have to pay. And then Colt Cabana's even only taking 200. I think he only wants 200 plus like $1 million or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I read the information. I'm sure any of our listeners out there are very aware
the court documents are
of
out
the
there.
documents of and exactly what's being
They're
sued
on
for.
no DQ, I believe.
I've always been a fan of CM Punk, and I'm a fan of Colt Cabana, and I'm just sad to see a friendship dissolve over a fucking podcast, man. Like, imagine that, man. You know, it's...
Yeah, imagine us.
I know, imagine us, like, saying some shit like, you know, Hillary Clinton's vagina smells like from under cheese. But, hey, and then Hillary Clinton was like, hey, Kevin Porter, you can't fucking say that. That defines my, help me out here.
I don't even know what you're trying to say. But they
it's defamation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's defamation.
allegedly her vagina smells like stinky cheese. But that's neither here nor there, Cody.
But apparently Vince sued both of them, actually.
Yeah, he bankrolled that fucking Armand's fucking lawyers. There's no way that guy's making enough like money to freaking pay out those lawyers for a 4-year case or whatever it was. It was like 2-year case. I don't know, man.
Either
It's
way,
unfortunate.
ridiculous.
Unfortunate news for one CM Punk. Moving on to this coming
people are
Saturday,
people
tomorrow,
are kind of turning
Cody.
on him too because people are like, that's BS,
Yeah.
and they're kind of siding with Colt Cabana.
It's like, hey, boom, boom, Colt Cabana, guys. I don't know. I like Colt Cabana, man. I listen to his podcast every week, so.
Well, I mean, he was nice enough to have him on the podcast, and he goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll take care of you."
It's one of the only podcasts I've gone back and listened to multiple times.
And
Dude.
then he doesn't take care of him, and he just throws him under the bus. It's like, dude, fuck you. But I'm sure.
Well, something must have happened. I mean, like,
I'm sure dumb people will still chant, CM Punk.
Yeah,
CM
I mean, we're only getting one side of the story in terms of like what's being bestowed from Colt Cabana. I mean, you know, we're not hearing CM Punk's side of the story yet. So I mean, there's always, you know, 2 flips to the coin or whatever. So maybe deep down, Colt Cabana is not a very nice guy. I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know. Well, let's talk.
I think he's a nice guy.
Let's talk about SummerSlam and. Give a rundown of
SummerSlam.
that
Well, I
before
wanted
we-
to talk about NXT here. Which we don't ever talk about NXT, but we have Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane.
That actually
Kairi
looks
Sane.
interesting.
Singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. There's only 5 matches announced on this card right here, man.
That's probably all there is because that's basically all they do.
Dude, it's gonna be it's like what, like a 2.5 hour show or
But
something.
I'd rather have 5 matches than 18.
18.
matches.
I know, dude. Like the main card tomorrow on Sunday is gonna be like fucking like 6 hours. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Like I prefer older albums where there was 9 or 10 songs and all 9 or 10 of them or close to it were great. Whereas now we get albums that have like 12, 15, sometimes even more songs, and it's like half this album is garbage.
Quantity or
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, exactly. You always want quality over quantity, my friends. So
let's go over NXT.
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw down
SummerSlam.
our official picks here for
Get outta
NXT,
here.
man. Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. Who do you got for this coming Sunday?
I think Shayna Baszler.
Think Shayna Baszler is going to retain?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard some chatter that she may be main brand ready, man. She may be heading up to Monday Night Raw or Tuesday Night SmackDown. So I mean,
surprise me.
Kairi Sane may be the lady to do the job and tap her out, man.
Wouldn't surprise me because they need people for Evolution, and she's pretty much a beast.
And she's basically proved her. You know, she's.
I still don't know how she does the arm gimmick where she pretends to
She's ready.
screw up their arm.
I'm calling Kairi Sane on this one, man. Like, or Kairi Sane. Is it Kairi Sane, the pirate from Japan.
Well,
I
it
love
depends on what they're planning to do with her, with Shayna Baszler. They're planning on
Well,
keeping her.
Word
NXT
on the street is, man, they're gonna do the 4 Horsemen fucking gimmick match here coming up at Survivor Series, maybe. So
the 4 Horsewomen.
they've signed. I'm pretty sure all 4 of the MMA 4 Horsewomen are signed to WWE contracts.
So now they're gonna have the 4 Horsewomen of MMA versus the 4 Horsewomen of WWE.
Or you call them NXT, man, because that shit started in NXT. Which, honestly, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm a fan of Ronda Rousey, but I kind of lay claim. I kind of give it more to Charlotte because, like, her dad was fucking Ric Flair. You know what I mean? They need to get Tessa Blanchard. Have you seen fucking Tessa Blanchard? She's on Impact, dude. That's fucking Tully Blanchard's fucking kid, dude. Yeah, dude. She's fucking badass. Like, she was in the Mae Young tournament last year, but
and then
they didn't sign her.
Impact?
Well, they didn't sign her. So she's signed 2 years with Impact. But that'd be awesome as shit.
Speaking of the Mae Young Classic, someone was a part of it and got injured, and they're like, no, she's fragile. She has a.
I don't even know who the hell it was, dude. I haven't watched any spoilers, dude. I'm trying to stay away from the spoilers on that. But I saw the headline that somebody got hurt.
Yeah.
I saw, dude. Speaking of the Mae Young tournament, dude, the Defy show that we went to, I saw freaking Toni Storm, dude, and she's in that tournament.
Yeah.
And dude, wow, Toni Storm put on a clinic, dude. Like, one of the best matches of the night was watching her.
Which means she's gonna lose and not go to WWE because they don't like clinics. They like people who. They give the big roundhouse punches like John Wayne, and
we shall see how far she goes
like
in the Mae Young tournament. One Toni Storm. So,
but anyways,
what
was the next match?
We have Adam Cole taking on Ricochet in a singles match for the NXT North American Championship. Which
Adam Cole's gonna win that.
I'm dope. I am so excited for this match.
I hope Adam Cole wins.
I like Ricochet, man, but yeah, I don't think it's his time to win the title yet. I think Adam Cole retains.
I hope so.
I think Adam Cole retains. So we got the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong facing Mustache Mountain, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven for the NXT Tag Team Championship, which, dude, fresh off seeing them from last week, dude, which Trent Seven totally fucking was totally trying to, push the WWE Network. He was all giving out the whole $9.99 fucking advertisement shill, and people start booing him a little bit, and, he's a company man. He's a company man, Cody, so... I think we're in for a treat this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't care who wins because we're all winners in the end with this match.
I hope Undisputed Era wins, but it really doesn't matter.
Keep the titles.
Yeah.
Clean sweep. I'd like to see him make the clean sweep, dude.
Yeah, because then that's
modern day Horseman, dude. Like that's
the next episode of NXT. They're gonna be like
the War Games.
What now?
They're gonna have War Games after this.
Well, no, I mean the next weekly.
Oh yeah, the next week, yeah. 100%.
You're gonna be like, what now? Clean sweep.
We got your boy Velveteen Dream taking on EC3. Good to see EC3 on the main card for an NXT show. Velveteen Dream continues to defy the odds and prove his worth on a WWE roster.
I think he needs to stick to NXT because I think they're gonna ruin him as soon as he comes over.
I don't want to see him go up anytime soon either, bro.
He's good in NXT, and the second he comes up, they're gonna be like, "Well, we need to change this, that, and the other, and we know you worked as this, but we're gonna have you as the other, and blah blah blah." And it's like, no, just leave him in NXT if that's what you're gonna do.
Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano in a last man standing match for the NXT Championship, which is going to be your main event of the NXT card on Saturday, Cody.
Well, I hope it's not a both lose because they both aren't standing type of situation.
I think this is just another one of those, just similar to the Adam Cole, Ricochet, Undisputed, Mustache Mountain matches. I think we're just in for a fucking treat, dude. We've seen what Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano can do in a WWE ring on a Saturday night, and I'm humbly looking forward to this. And it sucks that we're because Johnny Gargano wasn't even scheduled for this match, but freaking Tyler Black, what the fuck is that dude's name? Aleister Black, yeah, these Satanists, fucking Satanists. He got injured or whatever.
There are quite a few actual Satanists in WWE.
Oh, did you listen to fucking Jericho? You go back and listen to Jericho's episode this week from Wednesday.
Why?
It's all about the satanic government. That's the title of it. But it goes like he's got these two dudes on there, dude, that are just like hella, conspiracy, just all that shit that we talk about on the side, you know. So definitely a very interesting podcast episode.
The people getting pushed in WWE are people who wear that black mark.
Well, that's what they talk about.
Well,
that's what they talk about. They even talk about Vince McMahon having like ties to the satanic Illuminati and shit. And it's like, ooh, shit, they go, dude. Jericho's all like,
what does John Cena do every time it comes out?
They brought that up, dude. And they didn't say anything about John Cena, but they brought that up. The hand sign.
Well, yeah, he does it every time.
Yeah. But you should go check that out if you haven't seen it or listened to it. But yeah, no, totally NXT card, bro. I hope Johnny Gargano takes it, bro. I don't know, because Tommaso Ciampa just won it. You kind of want to see him have a long run, but man, Johnny Gargano, dude, fuck, man, to see that babyface run as a champion, I think he deserves it. Much like Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn before him, I think Johnny Gargano's night is tomorrow night on Saturday.
I think you have him lose it this time, and then one more time, and then the third match.
It's like the fourth match, dude. What are you talking about? They've been feuding this shit. This has been building up since last fucking year when he turned on him, dude. But Tommaso Ciampa got fucking hurt. He was out for like fucking ever.
Yeah, but isn't he just coming back now?
He's been back. He's been back for.
But is this like their first main match since coming back?
No, dude. This is like their third. This is like the third main event they're gonna have. It's been going on since like January.
Oh, really?
It's been okay. Think about it in the length of Sasha and Bayley, except it's good. It's good.
Except they actually, shit or got off the pot, basically.
Yeah, right. Fucking A, man. So,
All right, so let's talk about SummerSlam.
Moving on to SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. This coming Sunday. Sunday. We see the B team, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel versus the Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, in a tag team match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. Cody, immediate thoughts on winner take all match.
Well, I hope they don't get shoved into the pre-show.
I'm pretty sure it's pre-show. It's already designated pre-show. We got 2 pre-show matches: Rusev and Lana versus Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega, and the B Team versus the Revival. Who's taking the straps home on Sunday, Cody?
Hopefully, Revival, I guess.
You hoping for new champions? I'd like to see the Revival take it.
Well,
I'm good.
The B Team.
I'm good with that.
The B Team just sort of fizzled out real quick. And it's like, yay, we got someone new, like an underdog winning it, and then kind of where do they go from there?
I have a feeling the B Team may retain, but my official pick, I'm gonna throw down with the Revival too.
And what about Rusev?
Yeah, Rusev and Lana versus Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega. I hope Rusev takes it, match. But Andrade just debuted, so it's like you don't want to see him lose it. All right, Andrade Cien Almas. I'm calling it right now.
Could be.
Maybe. Always is. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
I don't give a shit who wins. Really.
And again, going back to our NXT predictions, man. I think we're hopefully in for a treat this coming Sunday, and this is like the match.
Hopefully, there's no like stupid
shenanigans
finish or.
I don't know. WWE sure does like throwing down those shenanigan finishes, dude. So you never know.
Well, it's not just a problem with shenanigan finishes. It's just kind of like, who the hell came up with that?
It's like, well, hopefully Daniel Bryan wins, but I have a feeling The Miz is going to pull it out. So my official prediction is The Miz.
I honestly don't really care who wins. I just think it'll be hopefully a decent segment. Match.
There you go, Cody. Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin.
Hopefully Finn, but they're not really doing anything with him, and Baron Corbin is like he's who you get saddled with if your career's like going down the tubes.
I think Finn Balor pulls out the win this coming Sunday. I think Baron Corbin is definitely a work in progress. I'm interested to see him down a couple of years down the road, see if hopefully he does progress into something. But I'm kind of agree. I don't know. His mic skills are fun.
He's the new Kane though.
Think so?
Yeah, Corporate Kane or whatever, what they call him.
Yeah, Corporate Kane.
Yeah, he's the new Kane, I think.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll be a fun match, but yeah, ultimately I think Finn Balor is going to take it. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship.
I don't know. Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy seem like they're not really into it anymore.
As you called earlier, yeah. It's unfortunate, man, but I think Shinsuke retains here.
Plus Shin just won, and frankly, I'd rather see Shinsuke versus R-Truth. I'm serious.
R-Truth's fucking badass, man. I love R-Truth.
Yeah, he's fun. He's got some wacky. He can pull off the wacky character, and Goldust is like the wackiest wacky character, really, right? Mm-hmm. Like he did the whole with the Tourette's and stuff.
Yeah, the Tourette syndrome and shit.
And the stuttering.
Yeah.
But when they were together, R-Truth like completely overshadowed him as the wacky character. So it'd be cool to see him get like a nice push as a wacky character, but then it would also be nice to not see him get pushed as a wacky character, but actually get a serious push, like as a.
And your new WWE Heavyweight Champion.
No, I'm not saying as
The truth shall set you free.
Not as like a WWE champion.
Give me
but I mean,
a US
like,
champion. Yeah.
Like a US or an Intercontinental champion or something. That'd be fun.
You got Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight Championship, which I stand corrected. I heard everybody through the speakers. Everybody was like, Kevin Porter, there's 3 pre-show matches. Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak. Your thoughts, sir?
Aren't they on 205 Live?
They are on 205 Live. The 205 Live
the D
main
show
event
for me, so. And Raw's the F show.
It's good. It's always solid wrestling, man. I don't know. I think Cedric Alexander retains. Moving on, Carmella versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair's taking it all the way.
Yeah, most likely, and I doubt they'll do anything interesting with Becky either, so.
We're going to see
I mean, come on, there's like 4 different options that you can take with this match. Quite a few of them would be interesting. Quite a few of them you can go further to, like, say, Survivor Series or maybe even Royal Rumble.
I think that's what they're going to be doing, though. I think that's moving forward next month. We're going to see a Becky Lynch versus Charlotte feud continue on. I think Carmella's getting pushed inside.
We'd have to turn.
One of them's turning heel, you know. But that's the slow burn, bro. That's the slow burn.
One of them would have to turn heel, but based on how they usually take things, I get the feeling that they're not going to do either. And you're just going to be like, Charlotte's your champion, and she's going to go.
You're both baby faces.
Yeah, everyone can just be a baby face. And
everybody's a baby face. And
we'll have Carmella and Charlotte for the next 8 months, and, people will love it.
Again, dude, relying on the fact that you've seemed to always come out on the right side with these types of predictions, maybe I should change my bet. We're going to see Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins with Dean Ambrose in a singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
I kind of hope this is the last one.
You think this is going to main event your fucking SummerSlam show?
What? No. I mean, I hope this is the last match between Dolph and Seth.
I hope for a swerve on Sunday, man. I'm hoping for a swerve in this encounter.
Well, whatever happens, I just hope it's the last.
Like
it's the blow-off match between them.
I understand where you're coming from there, man. I could see, because it's been going on all summer. So it's like, let's put that to rest. And let's see Dean Ambrose turn motherfucking heel and fucking cost Seth Rollins the fucking match this Sunday.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope we come back.
He comes back. People think, he's automatically going to be in Seth's corner. But, I mean, come on. Seth screwed him and Roman Reigns over.
Ooh, that's history, brother. That's fucking history. Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens in a singles match for the Money in the Bank contract.
I swear to God, if Kevin Owens wins this, I am.
You're done?
I'm just gonna watch NXT and Impact at that point if they really.
If you fuck up Braun Strowman, you motherfuckers.
I'm serious. I mean, come on, they made the Monster in the Bank shirts. I really don't see them doing that because they've already made the shirts and everything. I don't think Braun
Strowman's gonna lose. Dude, he's the ultimate scenario of what plays out, and we'll get to it at the end of the night. Braun Strowman's gonna retain his Money in the Bank contract.
Yeah, hopefully he's like middle of the card. Not because I want him as a mid-carder, but because I want him to have enough time for later on.
Which we're going to also see this coming Sunday, Cody. The Bludgeon Brothers defend their WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the New Day. Again, we were talking about tables and getting people smashed earlier.
It might be a cool stable.
What?
The Bludgeon Brothers and Braun Strowman and maybe someone else.
Well, the Braun Strowman used to be with, Eric when he first debuted. He was in the Wyatt family.
But I mean, like, it's something new, and Not with Wyatt.
I think Braun Strowman's your Stone Cold right now, man. You know, the fans fucking want to see him your top babyface. He's your top fucking babyface moving forward, man. Like, he's that project. And which, dude, if there's one thing they haven't fucked up so far, it's Braun Strowman. I think they've taken the necessary steps to protect him. They didn't shoot him to the fucking moon right away or anything. They didn't make that mistake. It's a slow burn,
That's why I feel like the one thing they've actually done right was that. Maybe they actually learned something with Roman, but if they learned something with Roman, then why do they keep pushing it so hard?
So there is a stipulation to this match. Should Strowman lose by disqualification or countout, he will lose the contract. But again, going back, I don't see Braun Strowman losing the contract.
I don't know. They could pull the disqualification thing, have someone come out, attack,
kind of
like someone that Kevin Owens paid off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not putting it past it, but I don't. Let's hope that he doesn't.
Well, they've been protecting him pretty. Other than that WrestleMania match, which I thought was hot garbage, I would have preferred that he had just gone out there by himself.
What are you talking about? That was a WrestleMania moment, Cody. That Braun Strowman's going to be remembered that for ages. That kid's going to grow up.
I sure hope not.
So what's your official thoughts, though, going to the Bludgeon Brothers and the New Day match? Who do you think? Do you think the Bludgeon Brothers retain, the New Day tag team champions?
The Bludgeon Brothers need to have the titles like Demolition.
I 100% agree.
Maybe beat them in terms of their
brother. Fuck yeah, dude. Bludgeon Brothers retain all fucking day.
And plus they got badass masks.
Fuck the New Day.
Speaking of, real quick, who has the better masks? Slipknot, who are made by their masks have been since they made the first album masks than before, and by the first album I mean what most people think is the first album, not Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat, but the self-titled album.
Right.
They made those ones, but following that, I think with Iowa going forward, Screaming Mad George made them, and then you have the masks that the Bludgeon Brothers have that are being made by. According to you, Tom Savini.
It is Tom Savini. I've seen it on fucking his Instagram page. He's a fucking hella big wrestling fan, dude.
Oh, cool.
Dude, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan are two badass guys, dude. If there's two guys I wish continued success to, it's Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, man.
Yep.
But no, Tom Savini mask all the way, dude. 100%, dude. Bludgeon Brothers.
I've got to go with Screaming Mad George.
Nah, man. Tom Savini, dude. I love Tom Savini.
Well, come on. He's actually been able to make masks that if anyone else was given the project that basically Slipknot is. I'm not sure how much Slipknot designs or has input into it, but you could with any of the other like mask makers or the special effects guys that are well known, like say John Carl Beekler or something, they could have easily just phoned it in after a while and just still like the clown would have still looked the same, whereas the clown masks that Screaming Mad George has done have been pretty different each time. Sometimes still along the same lines in terms of the theme, but sometimes like way different and like pretty interesting.
No, I can see that. I can definitely see the artsmanship for the Slipknot masks and whatnot. But I don't know. I'm more familiar with Tom Savini. My loyalty goes back to 80s horror films. I gotta go with my boy Tom.
Tom's really good. Don't get me wrong.
Nah, it's a toss up for sure, dude.
But like Screaming Mad George, he has like the scene. I'm not too sure what he did on 3, but I think it might have been the Freddy Worm possibly. And then in the next film, Part 4, he did the cockroach scene.
Oh no shit! Fuck.
I mean that is like.
Well, shit. Now that you put it that way,
Tom Savini is great, but I mean, like occasionally he will phone shit in.
Okay.
Like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Are you saying their masks are phoned in then?
No, I'm not saying that, but I mean, like, I think that Screaming Mad George is like really underrated.
Okay.
And he got his start through music. And the whole thing that got his band sort of recognized was the fact that he was doing like special effects stuff and things like that as a part of his live shows. And then people like, I'm assuming, saw that and were like, hey, you are pretty good at that. Why don't you do some special effects for this movie I'm doing or whatever? And he's done a lot of Brian Brian Yuzna, I think his name is, films. And he's done other stuff. He did the Predator mask, I believe.
Oh, that's fucking
in the first
badass.
film.
Okay. All right. Now that you disclose more credits of what this guy has done, all right. I'm inclined to change my mind and go with.
And for instance, if Slipknot didn't like the masks that he was making, because from what I understand, the masks, they sweat a lot, obviously.
Right, of course.
And so if you were making masks that they didn't like, they would have dumped his ass after the first.
Of course.
After the first masks he made.
Of course.
So he's obviously making something to where they breathe a little bit, where you can't see that they have like breathing holes and stuff, and
right.
They apparently really like the masks. So,
hey, if Slipknot's down, I'm down too, brother. So.
But I like Tom Savini too. I just think occasionally, like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, if you watch the scene where the two yuppies are killed, Rick the Prick and his friend, like the thing he does for, because it's a rear shot like this, and like part of the head's sawed off, and he's like going like this and stuff. It just looks really fake.
It's like, you fucking phoned it in, Tom. You phoning it in. You dialed 509.
Well, I just think that he's done better work on lower budgets, so I just don't really get why.
I got you, man. I got you.
Maybe he had his assistant do it, and he just kind of overlooked it and was like, yeah, that looks great, and didn't really give it too much thought. But who knows? Maybe it's Toby Hooper's fault, and he didn't make it look as great as it could have on screen.
Got Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey for the singles WWE Raw.
Yeah, sorry about that long.
Yeah, everybody's listening like, man, I gotta watch some Tom Savini movies, man. I gotta fucking pull this shit out of the closet,
like the Prowler.
Hell
the
yeah.
reason for that movie is
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
Tom Savini's work.
Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey, which you stated earlier about how you kind of feel Alexa Bliss is going to retain, and we're going to save this for the Evolution pay-per-view in October.
Well, I mean, what would be the point of not doing that?
Giving her to the big, I don't know, again, SummerSlam's supposed to be like a bigger show. You'd think you'd be able to give her the win at fucking SummerSlam.
Well, you'd think, but then you got to go, well, we kind of want something big to happen at Evolution, so we'll hold off on it. But then if you have her lose another match...
Maybe they do the 4 Horsewomen match at Evolution instead of Survivor Series. I mean, who the fuck knows? I don't know. I'm inclined to go with you on this one. I think Alexa Bliss retains.
But then if they did that, and they have Ronda Rousey win, and she's in the 4 Horsewomen versus 4 Horsewomen match at Evolution...
Because Charlotte's gonna have the title then at that point.
And you have
title versus title.
And you have Shayna Baszler also with the NXT title still, assuming she's not leaving and going to the main roster. Then you have 2 champions on one of the teams. And then you got the fans online going, well, UFC is real and this isn't, so UFC's got this.
I'm pretty sure Ronda Rousey in a fight would whoop the shit out of the entire women's locker room. Fuck. No question. I
do kind of think, though, that one thing she needs to work on, and it's probably WWE's fault, is she needs to add some more moves to her repertoire.
We're going to see Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns in a singles
Speaking
match
of people
for the
who need
WWE
more,
Universal Championship.
Speaking of more people, or people who need more moves added to their moveset.
It's going to be a match full of suplexes and suplexes.
And speaking of, I kind of hope that... John Cena's new move added to his moveset is a finger poke of doom.
Boom, sucker.
That'd be great.
That'd be so fucking funny if that was his move, dude.
Or
That'd be so fucking funny.
The invisible grenade.
Oh, dude, that's the invisible grenade spot. Holy shit. That'd be fun. That'd be fun, man.
I'm sure Jim Cornette would hate it.
Fucking John Cena, motherfucker. Oh, man. So,
is that all of them?
So, I don't know, man. This is kind of like the, like you said, the double swerve, the swerve, the swerve, the swerve. It's like...
Swerving the swerve, the swerve, the
we're
swerve,
swerving the swerve. So, I don't know, man. Will this come out with, like, some soft serve ice cream? I don't fucking know. I mean, obviously, this is going to main event your show. Based on principle, we're going to review AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe last, only because that should be your true main event, because it's the WWE Championship.
Well, come on.
And it has more prestige over your fucking ketchup-looking fucking piece of crap fucking Universal title.
I mean, who's been getting screwed the most? AJ Styles and Samoa Joe.
I hope they have match of the night, man. But anyway, let's focus on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I think ultimately, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen.
Fifth match.
Yeah, it's like the fourth match. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. I don't know what's going to happen in this match.
I know what's going to happen. Suplex. There's going to be a spear or two. There's going to be some fake outs with the pin attempts.
But do you think Paul Heyman's going to screw over Brock Lesnar and join up with Roman Reigns?
It's a possibility, but then they kind of ruined it, and
I think I would enjoy that though if that's what happened. And then Braun Strowman shows up and cashes the title, and it was like.
But then on the other hand, WWE could be like, well, they expected he's possibly going to swerve on Brock. So if the week before on Monday we tell him, oh no, we're just swerving everyone, and we're actually, they're
on the same side. We're on the same side.
We were just planning it together this entire time and making people think that there was some dissension among the ranks. But then he does actually go through with it and swerve on Brock. Who knows?
Well, I hope that's the case, and that's what I'm calling for. Roman Reigns, Universal title win. Paul Heyman, newly aligned force to be reckoned with. But this is what I hope for. Okay, I hope that Braun Strowman does come out, but I hope he doesn't cash in right away. I hope he just comes out and like lifts the fucking briefcase. We just know that it's like, and we already know the history between them, so it's just like a fully heel Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman going into the fall. Call me fucking happy, dude. Like I would be so happy with that. I would fucking be honestly happy. Like if that's how we went off the air.
No.
I'd be happy as shit.
The key element is that Paul Heyman also has to go heel with Roman.
Yeah, it has to. If he doesn't, then it's not the same. But
and then in the meantime, we could have matches, like an angle with Roman and Brock, and Brock's like,
well, Brock can come back as a babyface at that point. After
his
UFC run,
he got screwed out of the title by his manager that he's been friends with. He's gonna do
UFC and WWE, man. He's a hybrid now, man. This is unprecedented fucking territory. Dude.
Well, now he's gonna make the sport more legitimate.
Hell yeah,
like he did when he first came.
We got fucking Ronda Rousey in WWE. It's like they're fucking in bed together, dude. So anyway, in our official, the Totally Unnecessary Wrestling podcast's official pick-up match that should end the night, AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship, Cody.
I'm not sure that Samoa's going to win, but I think it'll be a pretty good match either way, as long as they don't screw it up with something stupid.
I really hope it's a match of the night. Honestly, I really hope they just put on a clinic. I hope they give them like half hour. Fuck, man. I just, I'd like to see Samoa Joe just take it. I want to see Samoa Joe legitimize his run in WWE and become the WWE champion at SummerSlam.
That would be nice. But I do think that they kind of ruined it a little bit by having him maybe not job all the time, but not win, or off for 3 months. Or
what are you talking about, bro? He beat R-Truth, dude. That's all he needed. That's all Samoa Joe needed.
Well, R-Truth I guess he's got his momentum back.
That's right, motherfucker. All right, man. So there it is. Our predictions for this coming Sunday. We will be back.
Kind of a long episode because we talked NXT.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back with our review of NXT on SummerSlam this coming Sunday. So be definitely checking us out. Are you
actually going to watch NXT?
I think I'm going to have to, bro. I think I'm going to have to watch it.
Well, what time is it?
I don't know. What time is it? It's like 5 o'clock. West Coast time, because we're fucking spoiled on the West Coast and we get that shit hella early in the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kevin Porter.
And I'm Cody James.
And we'll see you next time. America.
And don't let Vince McMahon convince you that Roman Reigns is a good heel.
Here to sing America, the beautiful, the queen of soul, Miss Aretha Franklin!
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber wakes of grain, for purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plain. America, America. from sea